Alright, this is a Torrey safety razor. These are pretty scarce. I currently have a blade in it from a Star, just because if I had to do the blade while filming this, this video would be like 15 minutes long because it's fidgety compared to a gem or a Star. This entire razor, it almost feels like it was designed with patent workarounds, because there's no way in hell anyone would think this is a more sensible way to go about getting a blade into a head than the Star system. But here we are. What you do is you have the handle. The handle is like the Griffin sort of. So I don't know if Griffin made these things or who made them really, but say no. So anyway, you take the handle off, and you see that square? That square, that female, interacts with these male screws, and everything to be unscrewed on this thing, as you can see. And this is the tensioner for the blade. And you have a little, you detension it and slide it down along this track. And the other thing is, if a blade, I'm sure some people have had this experience with these types of razors, once the blade wears down too much, the blade stops to have just the leaf springs. They tend not to have enough pressure, so the blade doesn't hold in the head very well. On this one, you can loosen these screws a bit, and you can move the side clamps up and down to provide more tension further up the blade, so you can keep maintaining your blade exposure. So this is a good thing. This is not a good thing. This is a pain in the ass thing. So to get the blade out, what you have to do is you take your stropping handle attachment, and if you don't have this, you're screwed because you have that. So that goes on. You dial it back. That goes down. Reverse procedure for putting the blade in, and then you get your blade out. As you can see, a lot of these you see they have the more sort of the pillars and the vertical fins like the Helgestran, but this one is much more lather catchery in the way we stereotypically think of how these things look. So let me tighten that a little so it doesn't rattle all over the place. So yeah, these you can slack them off. Sorry, it's just so hard to focus on anything on here. You can put some slack in that, and they have quite a bit of travel. The comb, for that matter, you can slack that off. Come on, will you please focus? And the comb comes right off. It's not one piece. It's the thing about the comb is, if you unscrew that and you unscrew that to a degree, you can push the comb in and make the razor more aggressive. See that? Right there. There are tracks everywhere on this razor. There's a track here, so you can go. There's a track on each of these, so you can go up or down. So you can adjust the tension that it's holding the blade with. You can move the comb in to create more blade exposure. And above and beyond that, oh, by the way, hold on a second. Let's see if I can show you this. If it will, I don't know what it is about my phone lately, but it doesn't give you unlimited exposure, though. That functions as a stop, as you can see right there. It'll move in the track with the screw, and then there's this extension that interfaces with this channel. And once it hits there, you're at your limit. I'm not going to mess with this right now, but that's how that works. So the whole thing is very convoluted, but it's very cool at the same time. And it has a lot of wide open space, so if you're one of those sorts of people that clog safety razors. One thing about this that's weird is the position it puts the blade in relative to, it's almost behind the handle, which is strange. And it isn't just this one. I've seen this before with these. It's really odd that the blade is sort of, you would expect the blade in any safety razor to kind of be like there-ish, like it is with the star. But no. So it's very cool. I just wish it weren't so finicky. And if you ever want to buy one of these things, if it doesn't have this, I don't know what to say. It kind of looks like a Robertson. It kind of looks like the head of a Robertson's. What is it called? Robertson screw, the ones that the Canadians use. Maybe you can get a Robertson with the right hole and have that interface. That's a pain in the ass. So I don't even know if they have these. Let's see. No. So make sure you have that. Otherwise, you might be up shit's creek without a paddle. It's a very cool razor, but a bit of a pain in the ass. This is the Torrey safety razor.